All right. Number 2 product training. I'm going to get through the liquid aeration. So there's liquid aeration and there's core aeration. We really try to steer people away from the core aeration, and for the most part, there's just a lot of benefits to doing the liquid rather than the core. It's just something that's new, and people can't really see the tangible results of it when we are doing the liquid aeration. And so sometimes I think customers want to see those tangible results, seeing the little pegs, the little, what do you call them, dirt clods out in their yard. Makes them feel all warm and fuzzy inside that something has been done. But as we go through this, you're going to see some of the benefits of doing a liquid aeration rather than a core aeration. And that's really what we try to stick to. The other thing is it's just more cost effective for us. If we do a core aeration, then we will need to find a truck that we can put a trailer on, and we'll have to rent an aerator. And so really want to try to stay away from it as much as possible, because the liquid aeration is just more effective, a better product, and more cost effective. So the price doesn't change. Price is the same whether it's liquid or core, but we'll jump in here. So the objective of this is to give you an in-depth knowledge of the largest add-on service that we have, which is the aeration. It's something that most customers know that they need, and why you do it. So it's pretty easy to throw in with a program, and it just gives added value for you in terms of the commissions and the overall sale, but then also gives a huge benefit to the customer in terms of their results. So we'll go ahead and explore that by moving forward here. So liquid aeration, it's an incredibly important aspect of any lawn care service. Those who don't aerate are going to miss out on some of the benefits, some of the nutrients that we're laying down, and just giving their lawn the ability to breathe. And so you can see here that the key feature number 1 of the liquid aeration process is the fact that it improves the root growth and the nutrient absorption. So North Carolina is clay heavy, especially in our area, and it becomes compacted very, very easily, especially in some of these new developments where we'll be selling lawn care, and they've had all kinds of heavy equipment like tractors and different things coming through. That soil is just going to be hard as a rock. Some of those neighborhoods I've been to, the soil is just so hard it feels like concrete. But the aeration is going to break that up, allowing air, water, and other nutrients to reach the root zone, which will result in deeper and stronger roots. You can see going from the thatch layer that keeps grass from growing as deep. Compact soil makes it really hard, so it grows along the surface instead of going deep. But then if you aerate, then you open up all of this area. It breaks up the soil so that the roots can go a lot deeper and become a lot stronger, especially when it comes to summer months and some of the drought conditions that can come along sometimes. It gets really hot here in North Carolina, even though it's really humid. So some of that heat can burn up the grass if it's not deep enough and strong enough, because obviously the surface level of the soil gets a lot warmer than the bottom layers. Key feature number 2 is that I just talked about thatch. It reduces that thatch buildup. Chemically breaks it down. So warm season grasses like a Bermuda or a zoysia that are common here in North Carolina accumulate thatch very, very quickly. and aeration helps to decompose that thatch level and makes it so that there's a lot less for the grass to fight through in order to get to the nutrient-rich soil that we've created. And so we want to make sure that we get rid of that thatch as much as possible. And that's another thing that the aeration allows us to do. The other thing, I spoke about it a little bit, they call it, all these features kind of overlap. So I did speak about this a little bit earlier, but it enhances the drought and heat resistance with some of the hot summers and honestly unpredictable rainfall. North Carolina lawns are very susceptible to some of the stress, and so the aeration boosts the lawn's resilience and allows it to get the moisture as well as the air and gives it the space to be able to grow. But again, this layer on the bottom in this picture is much cooler than this layer or even the surface layer. And so we want to give the roots the ability to grow as deep as possible so that they don't ultimately get burnt out. So here are some of the results of overseeding when it is done with an aeration. Okay, the fall overseeding, which is in fescue lawns, is going to be way more effective when it is paired with an aeration. This says the holes created, obviously that's with a core aeration, but the breakup of the soil allows for seed to soil contact and gets deeper and boosts the germination rates and really helps establish a thicker and more uniform lawn when it comes to that overseeding process. So overseeding can be expensive, and if people want to see the best results possible, then they need to pair it with an aeration. But you see here's the core versus the liquid aeration, and this is really where the benefits are and where you'll want to talk to the homeowner about it. The liquid aeration actually goes deeper. You can see like core aeration, typically those plugs are about 3 to 4 inches deep, whereas the liquid aeration can go all the way down to 12 inches depending on how well the homeowner waters it. It leaves no dirt behind, so you don't have the messy dirt clods. A lot of times people will complain about their dogs or their kids going out and getting very, very muddy, especially when it rains after an aeration. And so this eliminates tearing up the yard with all of those dirt clods and looking really gross. It also makes it so that you don't have to worry about tearing up cable lines, irrigation lines, any kind of obstruction that would be in there. And so you minimize your need to avoid different obstructions and the possibility of damage. Now, both methods achieve awesome results. They both work. It's just a lot less headache, both for the customer and for us, when it comes to the liquid aeration. And so that's the direction that we really want to try to push people. Financial commitment, the price for an aeration is going to be billed at 1.67 times the rate of a normal application. So as an example, if a normal application was $100, the aeration would be $166, $167, somewhere in there. Payments are the exact same. As soon as the aeration is done, we'll complete the treatment and submit it. And yeah. The cost for that product is the same as a core aeration, so there is no justification that needs to be done for just the liquid. But yeah, the product that we use is very, very good. It's a restricted use aeration, so you have to have a pesticide license to apply it. Time commitment is not much. We just want to make sure the customers know that warm weather grasses are going to be applied in the spring. We're just wrapping up with all of our Bermuda lawns and their aerations. Cool weather grasses would be treated in the fall. In terms of training requirements, we just want to educate the homeowner that when it comes to the liquid aeration, they're going to be in charge of the results. We'll apply the liquid aeration, but they need to water as much as possible within 1 to 2 days. So for the next I would say 2 to 3 days, they want to water very, very, very heavily in order to get that liquid aeration into the soil as deeply as possible. And so that's the only thing that we need to tell them. And then we would do this service at the time that it is justified. So again, warm weather is going to be in the fall or in the spring. Cool weather is going to be in the fall that we would complete that treatment. So that is our number one add-on, is the aeration service, and the liquid aeration is what we use and is very, very beneficial for customers who decide to go with it.